And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing Little Ladies' Day for 2022. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here in Aldar at 1086 in Aldar Stubbs and Nold, and we need to talk to Maribel. The quest is called Fashion Face-Off. So Maribel looks you up and down, a glint in her eye. Yes, you'll do just splendidly. You there, yes. You, darling. You say that you... Sorry, what say you to becoming a first-place fashion icon? Ah, forgive me, where are my manners? The name is Maribel, darling. And I am one of Estime's Aesthetics' finest accessory artisans, which is how I plan to introduce myself once I complete my apprenticeship. Now, the crown jewel of this year's Little Ladies' Day festivities is a walk-off, an event in which the visually savvy strut the stage and vie for style supremacy. And while I'm no novice when it comes to competitions of this sort, I'm also not much of a winner, darling. To be perfectly honest, I've never once managed to come out on top, but now that you're here, I'm certain my fortunes are about to change. After all, an adventurer such as yourself possesses so much of what I lack: knowledge, daring, and not least of all, experience. So what say you? Care to help this diamond in the rough earn her maiden victory? Sure. So, splendid, darling. Oh, you won't regret this in the least. Now then, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Participants compete in pairs of two, one designer and one model. There are no restrictions on who can join. Style icons of all shapes and sizes may enter. The only condition is that those who walk the stage don an ensemble inspired by the holiday. But as far as themes go, it's a touch broad. Makes it rather difficult to decide on a direction for the costume. Perhaps you can offer some inspiration, though. Tell me, darling, what's one word that comes to mind when you think of Little Ladies' Day? Gorgeous princess. Interesting. I suppose that should come as no surprise, given that the origins of this holiday lie in the tale of gorgeous Princess Ezra's disappearance from the palace. So, and while I appreciate your input, darling, I'm afraid that's a bit too on the nose. If I am to create a truly prize-worthy ensemble, I'll require more inspiration. Wait, we could survey the citizens. Yes, that's a fabulous idea, if I do say so myself. Listen, darling, you and I will ask around for people's inspiration of Little Ladies' Day, and then rendezvous at Estime Savvy. Ta-ta for now. Alright, so I need to survey the citizens over there, and in steps of file as well. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we caught up with the first person. Let's talk to them. So what comes to mind when I think of Little Ladies' Day? I suppose this isn't exactly about the day itself, but it makes me think of the peach blossoms that always bloom this time of year. Whenever I see those flowers, I know that this season has come around once more, and there's something so soothing about their collaboration. I can't help but smile when I lay my eyes on those pretty pink petals. Interesting. Okay. And the next one. Okay, so we got to the next person, the jolly citizen. So Aldar really comes alive this time of year. Why, just look at all the decorations strung up around town. And no one would dare miss the Songbirds annual show. The entire city turns out to hear them sing. No other festival compares to Little Ladies' Day celebration. Not for me, at least. I don't know if that answers your question, but I hope it helps. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, we made it to the next person, this distressed citizen. So I've always dreamt of strolling through the streets on Little Ladies' Day wearing the most gorgeous gown I can find, like a proper princess, you know? Unfortunately, I don't have proper princess money, and that sort of dress is usually costs us more fortune. No choice but to keep dreaming, I suppose. Alright, and then let's go to the last one. Okay, we got to the last person. So my memories of Little Lady's Day are somewhat bittersweet. You see, there was a lass I once fancied. All I wanted was to dote upon her like the royal seneschal would. I would have done anything to catch her eye. And while I did catch her eye, she didn't exactly like what she saw. No seneschal would be caught dead wearing that revealing subligar. I guess acting like a royal seneschal isn't good enough unless you look like one, too. Alright. Okay, let's go back to Maribel. Okay, so we caught up with Maribel. Let's talk to her. So, well, how did you fare, darling? Glean anything insightful? I see. That more or less aligns with what I heard as well. So many folk had their dreams of fashion grandeur dashed by oppressively expensive pricing. Not a new tale of by any stretch, but a troubling one nonetheless. In that case, what if we were to put together an ensemble that's as alluring as it is affordable? Surely that would resonate with the audience. Yes, I do believe this will work, darling. Just allow me to take some visual measurements first. I need a few yards of this, a spool of that. Alright, I'm ready to set to work. You just sit tight while I go ensemble the ensemble. Ta-da! For now, darling. Alright, so let's wait here. The way she says darling is interesting. So I'm back, darling. At last, our costume is complete, not a single stitch out of place. And now all that's left is to win that walk-off. How are you feeling? Surely an experienced adventurer of your caliber doesn't get nervous in situations such as these. Should I be nervous? Ha, of course not, darling. Why, you've doubtless traversed this whole realm. This little stage should be child's play for you, no? Oh god. This whole time I thought we had a mutual understanding that you would be my muse. But that look on your face tells me that you hadn't the slightest idea. It seems my excitement got the better of me once again. The trouble is, this costume is kosher, darling. Tailor-made for your beautiful body. I hate to ask this of you at the last minute, but would you mind modeling my work in the walk-off? I would be honored. Darling. Ah, bless you, darling. I simply can't thank you enough, primarily because there's no time. I'll help you slip into your costume backstage, so just meet me at the venue, and we'll go from there, savvy? See you at the steps of Node, and don't dally. Ta-ta for now, darling. Alright, let's go back to Emerald Avenue. Okay, we caught up with Darling. There you are, darling. Your time to shine is finally here. Are you ready to strut your stuff? Oh, by the way, I've prepared two ensembles for you. One inspired by the Seneschal, another inspired by the princess. Either should fit just fine, but you do have a preference. Sorry, but do you have a preference? The princess costume. Fabulous. I'll apply a few finishing touches then. You just get ready to command the stage, darling. I bid you welcome and thank you all for attending Little Ladies' Day celebration. Before we commence with today's walk-off, pray permit me to introduce the members of our esteemed judging panel. First we have the host of the Gold Source's Fashion Report, the style-savvy superstar with a discerning eye and a thorny tongue, Masked Rose. Next we have the head mistress of the Goldsmith Guild, the unrivaled artisan of exceptional accessories, Serendipity. And lastly, as the resident master of ceremonies, yours truly shall round off the panel. The winners of today's walk-off shall be awarded the resplendent crown. Exciting, no? Now then, without further ado, let us welcome our first pair of contestants. Interesting dress. You look positively fabulous, darling. Oh, Maribel, you've done it again. It sounds like we're up next. This is it. I wonder if I have to, like, control her to do poses or anything. Next we have our 8th pair of contestants, Mithrie modelling an ensemble designed by Maribel. Are you ready, Mithrie? If so, then step forth onto the stage. Okay. Oh, that's quite the unconventional combination. Colour me impressed. Me too. It's such an inspired take on the theme. I'd like to thank you all for participating in today's walk-off. Each ensemble was a visual delight, which made this competition a joy to behold, but a challenge to score. A fine problem to have, I should say. Yet after much deliberation, we have settled on our winning pair. First prize in this year's Little Ladies' Day walk-off goes to... entry number 8, Maribel and Mithrie. Yeah. I think when you always win, it sort of loses its appeal eventually. Congratulations to you both. Please step right this way. Would have liked to change where we actually didn't win. We witnessed many elegant ensembles today, but Maribel was not lost among them. The panel was primarily impressed with the materials used. Appropriately gorgeous yet surprisingly affordable. If you don't mind, Maribel, pray permit me to ask how it feels to emerge victorious today. Oh, it feels unreal. I can barely believe it. Look at that, the poor girl is completely overcome with joy. And what about you, Mithrie? How do you feel? Meh. I had a feeling we would win. Yeah, we always do. Indeed, your ensemble was worthy of not only approbation, but the grand prize as well. My sincerest congratulations to you both. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Now, before we bring the contest to a close, I have one more announcement. This stage will remain in place for the duration of Little Ladies' Day celebration. Those who were unable to participate in today's competition are free to ascend the stage at their leisure and walk to their heart's content. Now then, let us conclude by giving one more round of applause to our first place fashionists, Maribel and Mithrie. Okay, let's talk to Maribel again. We did it, darling. We really did. Part of me honestly believed that my losing streak would never end, but you helped me prove myself wrong. I couldn't have done it without you as my muse. I simply can't thank you enough, darling. And I must thank you for the splendid showing. Congratulations once again, you two. As promised, I now present you with your prize. And with that, I shall take my leave. Yeah, I still thought I might be dreaming, but now that I look upon this crown before me, the reality of our victory is finally settling in. And while I may still be at but an artisan's apprentice, today's success has rekindled my burning desire to someday launch a brand of my own. So remember my name, darling. And speaking of style, you heard the Royal Seneschal say that the stage would remain open for the duration of the festival, yes? Well, it sounds as though Master Rose will be holding a special fashion check for those interested. You've already proven yourself a more than capable model, so why not try envisioning an ensemble for someone else this time? And don't worry, I'd be more than happy to lend you my expertise should you require any styling assistance. Cool. So we'll get the little lady's crown. It's complete. Cool. And we got the achievement, Walk the Walk. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.